Okay, guys, I have chapter 2 of Amal Unbound. Let's see what happens in this next one. I raced down the school's gravel walkway to catch up to Seema and Hafsa. The sun blazed overhead, warming my chador and my hair beneath it. I'm buying Miss Sadia one of those bells I see on TV. You know, the kind that rings when class is over? Hafsa grumbled. She doesn't always keep us late, I protested. Remember last week, Hafsa said, how she went on and on about constellations? By the time I got home, my brothers were out of their school clothes and halfway through their homework. But wasn't it interesting? I asked. The way the night stars help us when we're lost and tell us stories, all sorts of different stories. Why do I need to know about connecting dots in the sky? I want to be the first doctor in my family, not the first astronaut, Hafsa said. Hafsa and I had been friends for so long, I couldn't remember a time I didn't know her. But when she talked like this, I didn't understand her at all. Unlike Hafsa, I wanted to know everything there was to know. How fast did airplanes fly? Why did some leave whiffs of clouds in their wake and others didn't? Where did ladybugs go when the rain came, hard and fast? What was it like to walk through the streets of Paris, or New York, or Karachi? There was so much I didn't know that even if I spent my whole life trying, I knew I could only learn a small percentage of it. How's your mom? Hafsa asked. My mother said her back is hurting. Oh, it's gotten worse, I told her. She couldn't get out of bed yesterday. My mother said that's a good sign, though. Backaches mean a boy, Hafsa said. I know that's what would make your parents happy. It would be fun to have a brother, I say. There it is. Look at the door, Hafsa said when we turned the bend toward our homes. She pointed to the building that had appeared next to our village mosque. A structure had never emerged quite like this before with no explanation. 2 weeks ago, a concrete foundation had been poured onto the field where we played soccer. The next week, brick walls arose and windows appeared, and today there was a door painted lime green. Any idea what that could be? I asked her. Yes, Hafsa grinned. If Hafsa could have her way, she'd be permanently stationed by the crates of fruit at her family's market, soaking up every bit of gossip. Khan Sahib is building a factory. I rolled my eyes. Rumors and gossips were a part of life in our village. Some of the talk was ordinary about the state of the crops or the weather, but often it centered on Khan Sahib, our village's powerful landlord. Why would he build a factory here? He has plenty in Islamabad and Lahore, Seema said. What we need is a clinic. Look how much Amma's back hurts. The doctor in town is good, but this village needs a proper clinic. Do you really think Kahin Sahib would put up anything to help us? Hafsa scoffed. Well, maybe it's not him building it, I suggested. Look at the fancy green door. Who else has time and money to waste like that, you know? You know that I'm right. Any unexplainable situation was always pinned to Kahin Sahib. He was the mysterious figure I've heard of my whole life, but I've never seen him. When I was younger, he loomed large and scary, like a character in a horror story. Sure, he's the one who breathes fire when he talks, right? I rolled my eyes. Didn't he pick all the fruit off Nama's guava tree? Seema winked. I heard he's why we've had no rain for months, I continued. I don't decide what I hear, Hafsa huffed. I just report it. We'll find out what it is soon enough. I hooked my arm through Seema's, but in the meantime, let's hope it's a clinic. Hafsa's house came first on our path, just past the post office. Then came mine. I saw it off in the distance, gray like the others surrounding it, except for the roses my mother planted around the border just before I was born. They still bloomed each spring around this time, without fail. It's why spring was my favorite time of year. My friend Omar pedaled past us in his blue and khaki school uniform. He chimed his bell 3 times, our signal to meet. The stream. That's the direction he was heading in. Oh no, I looked in my book bag. I left my exam in class. Again? Hafsa frowned. Tell Amma I won't be long, I asked Seema. Tell Amma I won't be long, I asked Seema. Seema hesitated. Our father would be home soon, but she knew Omar didn't chime his bicycle bell 3 times unless it was important. Okay, Seema nodded. Hurry up.